Hello and welcome back to Sky Factory with Lord Raven. Let's get this show on the road, shall we? Okay, we're back. I've managed to get it all working and filtering properly. I've got this one doing iron, little window there with some iron in it, and gold. It's not draining from these windows, they're just there to sort of tell me what's going on. This one's doing tin, and it's still working for the backlog and lead. This one here is doing silver and copper. None of which mix, so I've got no alloys being produced. All I've got left to do now is aluminium, which I might do separately, and nickel, and there's still platinum building up in the end of here. But platinum is so rare that I'm not overly fussed about it for the minute. I can sort of do that separately. Also, I was a little wary of whether the piping system would work in two directions at the same time. But it does seem to. I mean, at the moment it's still humping for the backlog, but it's managed to handle it, and it's all pumping right out into here. Well, I'm getting blocks. Everything is filtered from here. Won't let any of the ores in. All the ores can only go to the places they're meant to go. They're all actually set up literally to go where they're actually meant to. And these are all pumping out straight into hoppers, and again feeding back into the piping system. So all very nice and neat, I think. But I'm about to go and throw a spanner in the works. This is all very good, but it's not particularly fast. Literally, I've had it running at a snail's pace for the simple reason that I wanted to clear the backlog out and stuff like that. So now it's time to actually put a second autonomous activator underneath there to speed this thing up a bit. I know it isn't backed up at the moment because I forgot to take the sand out, so there's a whole stack of sand sitting there which was stopping it. But again, not a problem. I wasn't particularly wanting the whole thing to run at super high speeds. 5 stacks of aluminium and 4 stacks of nickel. So I better get you up and running a bit sharpish, the end one over there, so you can do your bit. And then all our necessary metals being processed. There's not an awful lot you need to do with shiny metal, so I'm not overly fussed about it, and I can always put an extra something on one of these just to deal with the shiny metal. But let's say if I want to throw a spanner in the works, I'm going to need. I'll put another load of nether rack down here. I'm going to put another load of crucibles down here to turn this thing from the V4 to a V8. That's how I like it. And that pretty much. Once I set up, I've also got to set up dust and sand production. Now I'm pretty much going to do them in the same way. I like the system. Okay, all the barrels aren't necessary, a lot of it isn't necessary, but I don't know, I just like it. But I might not use the barrels, I might just pump straight into the system and only have a certain, well, it's the byproducts, it's more the thing. I'm getting tons of diamonds. But, yeah, I'm happy with that. This is running at a nice speed. It can handle more, but once the backlog's all dealt with, it will handle more. At the moment it's still munching its way through lead and tin. I released them all slowly, one at a time sort of thing, so I didn't get swamped. I was a bit wary about tin because it wasn't going through, but it is now. So, right, brilliant, happy with that. Now, do I deal with the other two here and that end thing, or do I get on with something else that I want to get on with? So, as I said, I want to get into dark craft pretty sharpish, but I do need the dark craft bits and pieces. And to get the dark craft bits and pieces, so I haven't been far enough away. Oh, I hear something on the other side though. A chewy thingy jig. Come on in, down you come. Come down. Thank you. Die with you, you annoying little green twit. Yeah, I want to turn this into a bit of a mega spawner. Now, I'm not going to build one of them huge, great, flipping, massive things, because I really don't need it. I did it last time, and it was just overkill. I can get more than enough stuff this way. The only thing it doesn't give me are weapons, but this isn't going to be suitable. This needs to be changed. The Walmart special, cheap and cheerful as it comes, is going to be knocked on the head and something a bit more elaborate to be put in its place. Because I do know that the problem you've got is conveyor belts. Now the standard conveyor belts, let's go over here and I'll show you. Right. I didn't actually need to do this, but never mind. CONV. These conveyor belts here, monsters won't spawn on. Convex double. But these, they will. And these aren't particularly dear to build. Especially now I've got iron being produced, sticks is easy. So I want to do that, but at the same speed, I'm starting, okay, not desperate at the moment, but I'm starting to run a bit low on wood. So a tree farm is sort of needed. And an automated tree farm is definitely needed. Also I'd like to automate some of the other farms for all these essences. Which currently aren't doing much, I'm just sort of ignoring them, I've got tons of them anyway. So they're all sitting there, but I'd like to actually get some of the metal producing essences up and some of the other useful ones up. Nether essence and stuff like that. Also, now I've actually got the bottom of this, I can actually automate the farm. And that is definitely something I want to be doing a bit sharpish. That way I can walk away. Once my oil production's done, and then my farms are done, the only ones going to be producing food. I still haven't felt any need for food yet. I'm quite happy on the monster jerky, it's keeping me going no problem. And still no animals yet, which is quite annoying. But maybe I haven't been working far enough away from them yet. I'm sure they will pop up sooner or later. But I've only been working over there sort of thing, so it's quite close to when I start working over here on the mob spawner, then odds are it's going to get a bit more lively over there. But definitely I think this has got to be the next priority, because I want a lot more of them bags so I can start getting the dark craft in a big way. Oh, hello. I heard the growl of a zombie. Hello zombie. Anything else in it? Oh, cut the silly noodle. Always good for the bone meal. So it's quite handy. So I want more bags. And the best way I know to get them is to set up the mob spawner. Pump out into barrels. When the barrels are full, just trash the rest of it because I don't need it. Got a filing cabinet full of bags. Definitely make life a bit easier. Now what do I get out of that? Arrows and bows. No zombie flesh. Oh, that's a shame. Oh, I did get a skull. Oh, I'll put them in here, didn't I? Also, I'm going to need to set up a little mob spawner to give me a few wither skeletons. I'm going to need them as well. But I'm going to put all my mob spawners and stuff like that around here. I think that's probably the best bit. This little section is going to be for mob spawning. That section is for oil production. That is for the farm. And I'm going to come out in this direction here, which is going to be housing and magic. Oh, hello. Stand under a tree. Best place to stand when like flipping storms are going. How to get struck by lightning in an easy way. Right, so that's what we're doing at the moment. And getting that N1 done. Yeah, no, I think mob spawner is my next priority. Or farms. Mob spawner or farms. Mob spawner or farms. Farms. Farms will be the next priority. I'm going to put together my farming bits and pieces. Also going to need to sort all this out because I've got bits and pieces everywhere. So, we'll do that. Okay, I'll be back when I'm ready to start building my farm machines and putting all that in place. Hello, right. Well, I've been faffing and sodding about with that system. So I finally got to a state I'm happy with. I wonder if you finished. Here. You're clear. Right, so we'll take you off. Thank you. And we'll take you off and all. you ain't needed. We'll just check nothing went in there. Yeah, I thought something might have done. Right, so this is now doing aluminium and nickel. Again, you know what the others: copper, silver, lead, tin, gold, iron. Right, as you notice, all this has been cleared out. I've put them all through the system. I've created these. This one here is working all the way down to dust. This one here works down to sand. And this one here works down to gravel. They're all being fed from 3 igneous extruders, because I made a slight cock up and wasn't realise what I was doing. I didn't think the thing hack it. What I didn't realise was pumping half the stuff into here. As soon as I actually realised that and stopped it from happening, it's now a lot happier. But as you can see, power has now gone downstairs. I've got 2 engines running. I think a third might be in order, but I really should change it up hardened energy conduit rather than just extra. But they're alright for the minute. I've got 3, actually I've got 4. I've got one underneath on that one, I might have got another couple. I've got 3 automatic activators, one doing gravel, one doing sand, one doing dust, and they're all restricted, nothing else can go into them. So they're all ticking away quite happily. Everything feeds up into the system, gets smelted down, trots over here, all my metals end up in here, all my semi-precious stuff ends up in here, all my general crap that is still semi-useful ends up in here, and if it's total crap it ends up in here. Well, you say goodbye to it. Ping, gone. Right, so I sort of faffed about and poked around with that and got that doing. Then I went over to start on the farms. I sort of built a bit more downstairs, sort of just ready so I can start sorting it all out, making holes where things need to go and stuff like that. I started when I look at planters and realised it didn't have any rubber. So I set myself up a rather small rubber plantation. I grabbed some rubber off of it and that was cooking away over there, and I also bunged a load of saplings in here because I just fancied making one of them huge wooden bricks. Then I can like chop the whole thing down, watch the thingy chop the whole thing down, which will amuse me immensely. Still no animals, not worried about them though. I've set up a load of piping for all the farms. I'm not sure I'm bringing all the farms online straight away, but they're all set up. So I thought, well, what should I do now? Because the kids are making too much noise with the cold. So I went over and started, well, I did a bit more than start, I damn near finished the mob spawner. So here it is. I put all the conveyor belts in. I think I showed you how to do them last time. Very simple. I'll put punji sticks down the bottom here. There'll be another one going here. The 2 lamps will go. We're set up with vacuum hoppers there and there, which we're going to put another one in a second. And actually we're going to put another one in now. I think we're pretty much ready to roll on it. Whoa! Hey! I'm pushing the wrong button, Oh, damn near killed my stupid self. Not good, I was pushing the wrong flipping button. When you're on these conveyor belts, if you hold shift, you won't die. But then punji sticks can take you down at pace. See, on shift, nothing happens, good. As you can see, if you hit the wrong button, like I was doing, sit on caps lock, the punji sticks damn near kill you. Right, this should definitely be dark enough, I would have thought. And if we give it an F7, yep, that's looking fine, and that's before I close the door. Wait, piss off. Right, we'll clear that out. Slabs. I think I've got some slabs on it. You can go there. A punji stick. Don't need me solve for it. You can go there. A vacuum hopper can go there. I want to set you to that side, I think. That looks right, yep. We'll close that bit. Here, I want you, fit one of you, switch you to output, make sure you're pulling continuously, and then we'll shut the door. And that, let's have a look. I'll be back. Well, who's an absolute pillock and forgot that half slabs don't really keep out the light? Well, I've redone it again, full slab proof, and I am actually getting spawns. If you look up in the top left hand corner, the E figure, it is jumping about. So it's stopped now at 0. But yeah, it is jumping about a bit, so I'm actually getting entities spawning, but not very many of them. I've got a feeling that possibly is down to the size though. Yep, we're doing stuff dying. I'm getting string. What are you doing there? Come out. Yeah, I'm very tempted to extend back a little bit. Take it back another 2 or 3 layers. But yeah, I'm definitely getting entities. Oh well, we'll give it a while and see if I get some ender pearls. That's the important bit. That's what I'm not too fussed about. Right. Don't need any more room. Right, put you in there, you in there, you in there, and you in there for a minute. And we'll put the rest of the barrels in there. Right. How are we doing as far as plastic goes? Much better. Right. Let's have a look at planters, shall we? P-L-A-N-T planters. What does that involve? That shouldn't be too difficult. Very easy enough. Let's go. Of them, we should keep us going for a while. Smooth stone. It was smooth stone, wasn't it, we needed? It was. That's not something I've got plenty of. That's easily cured. Bash that in. To be cooking. And then right here, no smooth stone. We also have that cobblestone backwards. Okay, so while it's cooking, we'll have a look at harvesters. Come on, you. Okay. Harvesters, what do you need? You need shears and golden axes. That shouldn't be too difficult. Go off for gold. I'm going to go for gold, I'm not too sure. Oh, I've got sticks. I can still do a few more, couldn't I? Wait, come here, you. Let's have a few more. Let's go for 3 for the minute. 1, 2, 3. 3 golden axes. So I need 6 extra shears, won't I? 6. Plastic. Okay for plastic. So it's just you. Plastic and 3. How many does that give me? Didn't check. Gives me 3. Okay. 3 of them. And 3 of them. Yeah, it gives me 3. Well, what was the 6 when I ran it? Cheap and cheerful, and it's easy enough to get plenty of them. Right, so you, that looks like, yeah, that was what I wanted to go. So, what we got? 1, 2, 3, I'll just put what's there. 1, 2, do they stack? They do, good. 3 of them. That's easy enough. I believe they can turn around with the thing. It looks like I can just plonk that on top of there. I know if you face it will face towards you, if I'm rightly. No, it faces away from you. Sod's law. Oh good, they pick up that easily. Right, so On there. Lovely, you'll do that. Right. Power, I want... Why have I got the item ducts attached there? Don't really want the item duct attached there, do I? Yeah, it's for all the way through, probably into oblivion. The item duct attached to the back. Ooh, I'm very low on item ducts. I'll set you out. I think it will rejects. We're going to work out how we want to run. So these item ducts in more places. Twice. Did you fall to oblivion? I bet you bloody did. Yep, you did. Right. I'm going to need some more item ducts. I'm definitely going to need some more redstone conduit. I think I'm running a bit low on redstone, so grab a bit more over there. That'll do. No, I thought we had redstone. Easy as pie. Right, what are you doing there? I might as well go here for a minute. Yeah. Am I doing leadstone? I'm doing leadstone. L-E-A-D. Leadstone conduit. Right, glass. Lead. See if we've got anywhere else. Must be outside over here. This sort of place I can keep it. Oh, I've got another 14 there. That's brilliant, lovely. That's a touch. Stick it in here. Oh my, why that power? I'm not actually running any power here near at the moment at all anyway. Right, so that's going to come out of there. Are you going to feed up or down? That's a good point. You're going to feed both. That's not going to matter really. You will drop straight through into the oblivion, so do not take you off in a minute. I'm on my way back this one. Am I off the slabs? I think I'm going to need some. I don't want to go fall into the oblivion myself. Not in there. 15 there. And I'll bundle. Right. Let's go back down there and have a look at what we're doing. Once I've got one, it's just a case of repeating it throughout. So you're there again. Right. I'm not fancy falling off. Somewhere with this then. And not fall off. Right, lovely. Okay, so that is where the plant is going to be. So I want you. Where's my item ducts? Am I right, ducts? Good, okay. Right, so I want you to come, you're also going to take power. So, you across there. 1, 2, 3. Right, when you feed out, no, we'll do. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I don't know what's that one does. I've used a fair few lately, a lot of stuff coming over here. Iceberg, don't do that. Item ducts, one fluid duct. Okay. Item ducts it is then. think it was lead and tin, wasn't it, on the right? Yep, there we go. Got a few of them. Got quite a few of them in fact. We're going to need all of them and plenty more. Down here to there and then down. That way anything that gets harvested comes in from here first. And then you're going to feed on down to wherever. Right, what's that hole over there? Oh, that's the other side, that's not a problem. Because you're going to feed off in that direction. So power. Now where am I going to take the power from? Well, I suppose about dead centre, which is going to be right in the middle of it somewhere. I'm going to have to close this hole totally. This is going to put another. Actually, if I'm going to close this hole, I'll close this hole with a cobblestone, don't I? Or even smooth stone to make sure that I don't get any fires. Right, so if I do that, I might close all these holes. I don't like them. They scare me because I'll fall off because I'm an idiot. And I do stupid shit like that. Okay, right, let's close them off. Okay, one crap ton of cabling and piping later, I think I've got a system that I like. Seems to cover all the bits and pieces I needed to cover. The pipes come out of there and the first place they go with the planters before they carry on down their merry way. That is pretty much what I wanted. So the planters always get visited first before it comes down here, and we sort of extend a nice little area right here for the barrels to store stuff. Or do I take it straight up and out? This is producing resources. It's not resources I need to lay my hands on instantly, I don't think. So this side will set up the same. Let's go make a couple of planters. Wire them up then. Okay, planters. I'm going to need 4 flower pots. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to need some pistons, a couple of pistons. Pistons, what else am I going to need? Should have 2 of them. Yep. 2 sets of that. What was it? Pistons in the middle. 2 of them, 2 planters. Lovely. Right. I'm also going to need some of that. Oh, wait a minute, wrong button. Come on, let me out. Put these planters in place. We're trying to get thoroughly ground in the process. Come on, let me get it. Right then, you should be alright. I don't think you've actually got anything on you. So, one in there. Take you off. Yeah, also you're alright. Quick on the image and planter. There we go. Right now, I don't need you to attach, do I? You can they off. That's the one that's coming in, that's the one that's got to attach. Yep, there you go, right. Now you on the other end, I'm pretty certain, has got something. So this is probably going to get quite wet. Yep, I have a feeling it probably would. Let's shut that off. Right. Power, and yes, that's perfect. Right, so that's that attached, that's that attached. I don't need you on there anymore. You're messing up my lovely neat layout. Pretty sure I don't need you anymore either. I'm not even sure what you were there for. Right. Got to do some of that side, but I'm not really kicking the farms into gear yet. Okay, that means this farm here can become active, even though I've been using it for sort of green stuff. Oh, let's put you back for a minute. Oh, itchy nose. Right, we'll put you back for a minute. Have I got a bucket on me? No, I haven't. I might put a bucket of water down. Nope. And that would be a no also. Followed by a no and a... No, what the hell is that bucket of water? What's there? I'm going blind. Well, I am actually, never mind. All courtesy of diabetes. What fun. And more of that later. Well, thank you very much for viewing. Please feel free to like, comment and subscribe. If you're new to the channel, check out a load of other stuff. I've definitely got plenty, including scares and Minecraft and even a bit of Nikon to look at. Until next time, bye!